don't put the energy into. I want things to be independent, just like I am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe not a cat. Maybe
Oh, the plants died too. Did yours survive?
mine survived.
Okay, well, just see that's what I mean. It's not me.
Mine is alive. Yours is not dead.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I meant the other one.
This guy.
The other one died.
Do you remember what he said? You're supposed to keep him in 2 inches of water at all times.
I think it's a 2 inches. What's an inch? How much is an inch?
Oh, this has water in it. This is good.
I think maybe I put too much water in the other one.
You drowned him.
Yeah, because it started turning black. I
didn't
think you
get one
didn't
of
get
the
that one,
snappers.
right?
No.
Yeah, so
I just got
and
this guy.
I would like put dead bugs in it so it would eat. I was like, come on, collagen, over down.
I think they only eat live ones though.
Oh.
Yeah, they have to have movement, and that's
I
what.
should have tickled them.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't eat, and then I gave them water, and then they turned black, and I was just, you're out. Bye.
Oops.
I just put them to trash. I don't have time for that.
Let's do 'em real quick.
This one, or if you want a separate one, I know you're kind of sensitive about it. There's one no one uses. Do you want the one that no one uses? Okay. About fluffy hair. Maybe I'll do like a little bun, but on top. What about this? Child, are we feeling this? She just laughed. You can't. Oh, thank God she remembered to put this down. She laughed because there's a poster with a cat flipping over an aquarium with the fish, and it says, "I do what I want," and the cat's face. Oh wait, there's one right here. Let me show you. It's actually really funny. It looks like this. But that's literally why I left it there, because I want people to see that and laugh when they take a piss. It's just, I find that darling. All right, let me make sure this is charging. Okay, I think this charger is partially dead. Let me get another one. Partially dead charger. I feel like the charger stops charging every like 6 months. Every charger will just die and it needs to be replaced. I wish somebody told me that, because I found out the hard way. Things just keep dying and I'm like, why? This brick is perfectly fine. I don't know, it's very strange. It shows as if like it's full charge, but it doesn't charge. It's very strange. Like they have to be fresh batteries. So strange. Would you like some more wine?
Sure, I would love another glass. Thank you. Are you gonna hand me some more? Your PC room would be really cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I have a bunch of them. I just need someone to help me like navigate them.
Because they're all lined up.
Yeah, we can actually do that later if you don't mind.
That might be up our alley then. The hot tub.
Oh my gosh, there's so much in this house, because you were here over a month ago, right?
Yeah.
There was so much that was done actually. It doesn't look like it, but
No, because you had all your workout equipment here, not set up yet. This is now made.
yeah,
The
that's
boxes got taken out. You had a bunch of.
twice. These are just fresh boxes. So I wait for Restoration Hardware guys every time, because they're really nice and they just take all of my boxes. So I keep ordering furniture also because I know they'll come and
It's
take all
like
my boxes.
it's a two birds, one stone.
They're so nice, and I can ask them to can you move that? Can you move that? They're so. I think it's because you pay so much money.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's when
They
you
give
pay
you
this
top
much
notch.
that they're like, okay, yeah.
I feel like they'll literally. They'll be my boyfriend if I need to.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Depending on who's delivering.
So wait, what were we talking about? Or something interesting. Oh yeah, so the connection. See, it's such an interesting side to consider. I was thinking a lot about that because I think the reason why I'm also single is because of that, partially.
The beauty thing, or wait, where we?
No, not the beauty. It's okay. So I'm heterosexual. That means that for a relationship, I would like a man. And generally, men, women, they still stick to traditional relationships when men are masculine and women are feminine, right?
Is that the average?
Is it?
Maybe not in the US.
What do you think is in the US?
I think these days there's much more, I think, more masculine women. And
But why do you think that is? I was literally thinking about it so much lately. Why do you think there are many masculine women?
I think it may be a multitude of reasons.
Okay, let's talk about that. I think it's a very interesting conversation.
One is for sure financial, like liberty, like just being financial to yourself, like financially
Independent.
stable, independent. Yeah.
Right. Because women were treated like shit for such a long period of time. And most of it was because they thought they needed men
Yep.
to survive, to have a house, to have safety, food.
Well, sometimes that's like if you want to play that feminine role, where you're the house taker, you're the mom, you're all this. If things don't work out, unless you're, set up with that situation with like child support, the woman is kind of left with like, I think a harder situation of being like, okay, what do I do? Where am I supposed to go from here?
See, I never had that ever in my mind. And that's because,
You never worried about that?
no, not once.
I worry about that all the time. Like if I were to settle down with a man, I was like, okay, I'll change my ways, I'll let you take over. And then like, what if it doesn't work out? Then
What are your ways? What are you going to change?
like probably, the spicy sites and stuff like that. I would assume most men aren't
would you change
okay
that?
with that. I don't know, because I would want to. I think if I were to go into that direction where I wanted to be with someone, I don't think I would want other people seeing me as well. I would want it to be
Seeing you.
more singular to that person. Also, if I want to start a family and whatnot, I'd want to for sure digress.
Oh, you feel like you're
away
sharing
from
yourself with
this.
others in that way.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel that way.
Oh,
That's why I would not stop.
okay.
There's nothing to stop in my mind. Like if anything, a relationship would contribute. I will have more content to share. Because it will be, like, I don't create content that's not natural, that's not like authentic for me. So if I were to get a partner, and obviously that would be romance and sex, all of that will naturally add to my content. I think it will become so much better. It will become sensual, actually sexual, actually, like not.
But do you think he wants to share that side of you to others then?
It's not about him. Do I tell him what to do at work?
No, but no.
So? What
Okay,
position
I mean,
is
it
that?
is a great, but yes. I think I would imagine myself differently though, because if I were to get into that, I would want to play the role, like more of the
What role?
feminine role, I guess.
And that is exactly what I'm leading. So let's talk about that feminine role. What is that like?
I've never really played too much into it, but
Really? So you don't think you're feminine? Thank you, Antonio, for the sub.
I think I'm feminine, but I don't know if I'm a feminine role in like a relationship right now. I'm pretty, I don't want to say dominant, but I've never met anyone where I would be willing to give up what I do for this person. So I'm very like set in my ways of, I want to progress myself.
Okay.
But if I ever were to find someone I want to settle down, have a family with, then
Okay. So you think you're dominant? Then what does that make me?
I don't know dominant, right?
Okay.
But I think there's a good scale here, right? There's,
Okay.
Not dominant and dominant. You're like like right
What
here,
is
like
crunchy?
dominance here. You're like right there.
But would you
I'm maybe,
consider
like,
it-
right here?
But would you say, okay, where's the man at? When it comes to like masculine dominance?
it
Am
depends
I
on the man.
Am I at the manly part of the
It really
dominance?
depends on the man. Because a man could be here, a man could be all the way to the end. It just depends on the individual. I don't think the scale really differs between
Yeah,
man
I'm
or
curious
woman.
where you
It's
got
just
the initial scale when you
Yeah,
showed me.
it's just the scale.
Where'd you get your
but-
research based in?
Google.
She Googled. Okay, so you believe that being feminine means that you are more willing to give up certain things
No.
and change?
No, but if I were to ever get into a serious relationship and like want to start a family and to going into that direction, I would
Okay.
want to play more of that feminine role, where I'd want to be more of the mother. I want to be more of the housemaker. I want to be these kind of things.
Right.
And then I'd also wouldn't want to do what I do as a job anymore.
What would you do then? Animal shelter?
Yeah, I would love to do an animal shelter. But then that's another thing. Like that's where it gets worrisome. It's like at that point you'd have to put your trust into obviously the man to be the breadwinner and whatnot, and to be responsible for those things. But if
Yeah.
it didn't work out, where does that leave you?
I'm never gonna put my trust into another person. I is the only person I can control.
This is very true. But usually to have like a, you know, matrimony, you're supposed to.
What is matrimony mean? Isn't it a wedding?
Yeah, like, you know, like a matrimony wedding, like just to be in like a marital kind of like situation. You're supposed to trust this person. Hopefully, right? That's the goal.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
See, I love the traditional ways. Like at times I
Do
see them
you?
in movies and all, and I'm like, wow.
You know what I think? I don't think you love it. I think you fantasize about it. I don't think you actually want to be this though, unless you found a man. I think that's what you more fantasize about, is finding a man who can make you this way. I don't know if you necessarily want to be this way, but I think you want to find someone who can put you in your place and be like, that's where you are. Because it's hard to
Go in
find
the
someone
kitchen.
like that. Yeah, but like, yeah, kind of. Like it's hard for you because you're such a
Say it.
dominant person, you know?
I thought you were gonna use a harsher word.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you. For going easy on me. You're definitely right about noticing the conflict. So in my mind, I thought about this so much because, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's partially why I'm still single. I grew up in a fairly traditional family, and that's where we learn, right? This is where we get like most of our, this is what it's supposed to be like. But I was hanging out a lot with my dad and his buddies, and like I started like sort of like a sponge absorbing all of that power, and you know, it's different.
Yeah.
It's not like my dad was a plumber, right?
Right.
So it's just a different environment, and I started becoming like picking up after my dad, and just so much of me growing up was like I had the soft feminine side to me, but I kept noticing that the man, maybe it just was the
I wonder if
circumstances.
maybe this is why it's hard for you to find that dominant man, is because you're so used to what your view of dominance is to your dad, to his coworkers, to all this, and that's like high up there.
Have you met my dad?
No, but I just know. You know, we
You
talked
can
about
if you
him.
visit with
I
me
would
this
be
summer.
scared,
No,
but nervous.
nothing like this. Like he's actually perfectly charming and
I
charismatic
bet.
to others. It's only when you get like when you're his daughter, that's when it's gonna be, or like let's say you're at work and you're
also
getting
think
his way. But you're nothing like that. He
this
will
is me
just be
analyzing
kind.
and assuming, but I think because you were kind of like the oldest, right? No, you're in the middle. But
I'm
you're
the
like
middle
the most responsible oldest, right?
I guess I still think my older sister's so much smarter.
You think so?
We all know so. Like she was. I don't know if it's like that in every
Do
family.
you think he put like more men responsibilities on you, like kind of like
Yeah.
bringing you around like those environments?
Oh yeah, I definitely was
to-
his favorite.
yeah.
He told me that, and then I was like, Dad, how come you never acted or showed me that I actually was your favorite?
But did he? And maybe you just wasn't what
He
you
said,
viewed
no,
it as?
he actually didn't. I asked him this question. I was like, if you feel that way, if I am your favorite, how come you never showed it? And he was just quiet. Like I can tell he was so deep in a thought. And then after like a minute of silence, he goes, I don't know, but that's how I feel. So he admitted that he literally has done nothing. If anything, he made my life harder than for other sisters.
But maybe he did that
but I was still his
because of
favorite.
this.
Isn't that strange?
That is a little strange. But maybe that's why he was harder on you and harsher on you. It's because he had higher expectations.
No,
for
he
you.
thought that others needed more help, basically.
Yeah, he had higher
And I
expectations.
was just like good on my own. Plus, I was like the pickiest one with men, and they very much support the traditional way. So they were supporting my sister because they picked a man and they started
Yeah.
having kids. And they were like, oh, but she doesn't need help. Like, what is she gonna build? Nothing that she's doing right now is worth any time. Because a woman just needs to provide the what is that? Not like an heir to a throne, but whatever helps prolong the lifeline.
She's like the support.
Well, kind of like basically give a child so you can continue the
Oh,
the
okay,
bloodline.
okay, yeah. She's the baby Mary.
Yeah, so you see, it's
Yeah.
very traditional. Like the way that my parents look at it, they do believe that.
So how do they feel about you not having kids?
Oh, first they were like very nagging. Then I was like, stop. or I'm leaving. You know I will. Now I have a place to go. You guys have no control over me. You have no control over me, not anymore. Yeah, kind of like procreate. So legacy, kind of. So they're very traditional in that way, and they obviously want me to have kids and all. And I was like, Dad, do you really think I can have family right now?